Well, g'day tubes, how's she hanging? Well, pretty groggily here. Don't sound bad, but just feel horrible. Still slept a little better last night, which I think helped, but oh man, these all of a sudden colds that come on to you really suck. Whew. But anyways, today we're gonna do a couple of things. It's actually stopped raining right now, which is surprising because it's been raining for like 10 weeks straight. And whatever, weather's weather, you can't do anything about her, but anyways, just doing a little bit of organizing in the shop here a little bit, and I come across my my water pump. This is a 1-inch submersible water pump that I was going to replace. I think under this here, the cord had got a little nick in it. Looks like it was fixed there once too. Got a little nick in it, and I can't remember which one was nicked. I don't really want to peel that off there now, but I had it apart there. I was going to put a new cord on it, and I took this out. I'm like, oh, this is like a whole entire plug. Well, that kind of sucks. How the heck are you supposed to fix that again, right? You can't really, so because these would be all mushed onto the wire, right? And then the dewey's hooked into there and stuff. Kind of grimy. Probably got a little bit of paste on it. But anyways, I'm just going to throw her back together. It's not so nice in there either, really. But I don't have any spray right now, I don't think, to spray in her. Hang on. Well, I don't have spray, but I'll probably, I gotta get her cleaned out, so I'm just gonna use a WD-40. I know it's not the right thing. Should be using the electrical contact cleaning stuff. Got my old bolts out here, you'll see why in a second. Because, well, let me clean this first here, you'll see why in a second here. Not tremendous, but it's all I got. So, yes, while I had this thing apart here, I'm good at messing my cables. So this is, I gotta make another one of these cables and shorten that up for the Wi-Fi thing for the system over there. That's a little cleaner. It's a little better. I probably should just blast out the cable end. Hang on a sec. And I don't know whether I should glue that or not. Like, this thing goes underwater, right? Probably should have some contact stuff on it, but I'm not too sure if it had it on it before. I mean, this sort of just kind of fits down there. You kind of think if it got water in there, you'd get electrocuted, but it fits pretty good. But maybe I'll put some grease around there. Hang on, let me grab some grease goo. Okay, so yeah, the problem was I've had it apart for a while, and I haven't actually, hang on a sec before we get too far here. I haven't, I've lost one of the screws that hold the actual, this little plate here that goes around the cord, and it screws onto there, and it holds everything tight so you can pull it by the cord when you're in and out of the water, right? So the thing is, I've got a couple of different screws, but they're too fat, like a self-tapper and then just a regular countersinky screw. That's the one on your right is the one I need. So those ones are a little bit too big because this is a fairly skinny little housing here. I'm worried about it snapping the side of it off. So what I've got here is a couple of my old bolts. This is the smaller stuff. This is just a total mishmash of everything. Absolutely everything. So I'm gonna have to look through here and see if I got something that'll work. Big clevis duty. I got a bigger one. Want to see a real big clevis? You think that's well, it's not a big one. That's, oops, sorry, that's not a big clevis. But hang on, I'll leave this out. I'll show you my bigger one after. A little bit of a story behind it. Oh, that one's close. It's too long though. Way too long. Way too long. These are old maple syrup spiles, the old style ones. Not super old, the wooden ones are the oldest ones, but same thing, you drill it in a tree and then you just that in on an angle and then it drips in your bucket. There's a sort of a newer kind of one, plastic, same deal. Let's see here. That screw's about the right length, but I think it's maybe too fat. I may have to jump into my RC car box stuff for something this small. That one's too long. A bunch of corn nuts, I think they call them. I think that's what they're called, corn nuts. Something like that. I've got a whole whack of it for some weird reason. Piece of copper for joining two pieces together. You guys in a good shot there. Oh, that one might be close. Well, maybe leave some out. I don't know what that is. It's probably going in the garbage, I think. Look like an old cap off of a drill bit or something. Bunch of washers in here too, little 1/4 inch, I think, washers. I don't know why. Ah, there's this real small one, but it's too short. Oops, right, too short. I got you zoomed in a bit here so you can see the looking through here. Too long. That's close. Maybe put him out too. Well, I think I'm going to try, actually there's a few of those ones in here, these kind of ones. They'll probably have to bite in a new thread, but anyways, let's try reassembling with that. So I got everything kind of in a bit of a shamble this morning. I did a bit of rewired and wired a plug up over here for my camera stuff to plug into, run it up and over, and then into the other sockets here to splice her off of that. So, okay. So there's our original, yeah. And I'm going to try one of those, I guess. Okay, so I'm just going to put some bit of goo in this just to kind of help the water from not maybe getting in too much. Although most of it's probably going to stay inside, hopefully. Okay, it's squished out pretty good. And I think this goes on over the cable and then on like that. And that's our original one. Kind of like it's a, whoa, don't lose that one too. It's a pointy, well, sort of a non-pointy kind of a plasticky kind of screw, I guess. It's kind of narrowy at the first end there, I guess, to kind of start biting threads on, right? Okay, so which one of these? That's a Robertson head screw. I'm going to try this guy maybe. Well, it fits. Make sure you guys are in the shot. That might be a little better for you. Try to use my left hand. It's going in. She feels alright. Yeah, we need a little more. See, you're actually supposed to pull them out of the water like this, but everybody grabs by the cable, right? So, which you probably really shouldn't do. Okay, let's see if that's going to work now. We'll just plug her in and see if she makes a noise, humming noise. You're not supposed to run them too long without water, so let's see. Ready? Oh, sounds good. Sounds good, and I guess we're good. So this little pump is actually the pump I used and use for filling my tires with windshield washer fluid if you're loading tires. There's videos on the channel of that. It worked good. The only thing, this thing doesn't put up pressure. So once your fluid's getting higher in your tire, you have to unplug it for a couple of seconds, and then it blurps all the air back. Blurps all the air back around, you know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because I don't really have string, this is what we used to do at the rental. This is what I used to do at the rental, was someone would rent this pump, say, and bring it back, and they would get a wash, because you never know what they were washing or pumping. And make sure she works, plug her in. Sometimes we'd actually test them too in like a bucket, let them run for like 10 minutes, and clean them up, dry them up, blow them out with air so there's no water in them, roll them all back up nice, and go put them back on the shelf. Just like that. Alright, I had some plans of potentially maybe getting the big wide bucket we just built there for the Mini X, get that installed on there and give her a try today, but it's alright right now out here. But within seconds it's like sleety, rainy crap all of a sudden. So I'm like, what the crap? So what I want to do is set you guys up about here and look about there-ish. I want to take this shipper off, and hopefully I can hit her right back on the roller cart here. I think that was the way. Hopefully I can hit her to the roller cart here. I'm going to try anyway. Now I got her on the cart, that doesn't mean anything. I still got to try to get her unhooked here. And it looks, depending on which way the floor is laying or whatever, looks like I got to release that top link a bit, because we're sort of sitting a little high on the back, low on the front. That's really not a very good spot for you guys, but I'm afraid that's about all I can get you. Right about there. So I need to get the pressure off the top link. Oh, wait, she's going the wrong way. There we go. That'll kind of let it relax a little bit. There, that's better. That one could probably actually come out of here, you know. It sat on this cart for a while since we built her, and it's nice because I can roll it around then, right? Okay, top link is off. Well, that is good. Try not to smash my head here. Pull my coat off, maybe. All right. So now we got to take the bottom links off. wire. And these things I have to unloosen here. The sway protector. Holy shnikes, I didn't think it was that tight. This one's a little better. So these these are limiters basically, sway limiters. So when you get something hooked on, it doesn't rock back and forth the whole pile. Oh goodness. Goodness snakes, there we go. And they're not really the easiest things to get to. I'll show you them in a second here once we get these loose. Give them lots of slack. And these link arms should just pop right off. Okay, so these, I'll show you what I was adjusting. These things in here prevent whatever you got on from swaying when you're driving. It holds them tight. That's these things way down in here. So you just tighten those up until there's no slack and go from there. So that I think should just pop up now. That's one. Let's see if the other one will pop off. Hopefully just as nice. Oh yeah, that's what I'm after. Alright, now drive shaft. It's not as fun. I might actually have to roll ahead a little bit because I think I'm got the plastic shrouds there pretty much compressed. So that actually comes right out. And I'll show you what shape these things are when they go back together. That's what they look like. One fits in the other one, and away you go. So that can go back in the chute. Alright, should have gone back just a hair more. Just a hair more. So I might need this thing again, so I'm not going to suffer away too far. But I do have to get it out of the way. And I am super glad this cart worked out real good for us, because if it didn't, this thing weighs, I don't know what it is, it's lots. There's like a 320 or 30 pound flywheel in the middle of it. The blade attached to it. Got 4 casters on it, so you can spin it right around. And that's about it. She's home. Alright, well, the next thing I got to do is put that frickin' bar down, because if you have that down when you got that machine on, your 3-point, your top link hits on the bar here. So look at this. This is like frickin' perfect for wham for me. So I'll take him down and out of the way. We actually put these just back through so they're not rattling so much. That's not so bad. Well, it's not snowy, rainy right now. Rainy. So maybe we'll just go and hook that stuff on the machine. And look at this poor tractor, and I've cleaned a lot of it. I was shredding up some stuff actually out of this tree. There's one there, one up higher, one right up the middle. It was all dead, I guess, because the tree shrouded the light out on the poor thing, so they ended up dying. So I ran them through the other day and it was just powder coming out. And of course my tractor was wet and it just stuck to her like glue. So that kind of sucked. Anyways, let's park this guy. I wonder if I can just push it in. I don't know if I want to or not. The wheel was straight. Oh wait, I can't run on my foot. I would not want to have to push this thing too far, let me tell you. And I'm on pretty much perfectly level ground. Okay, let's throw these doors. And we'll go in the back and get that machine out in front of the door, I guess, and then start taking the thumb and stuff off it too. Alright, let's check some oil first before we crank her up. It's probably still good, but you never know. Yep. It's getting dark really fast. I don't know if it's their filtration system or what, but it's only got 27.2 hours on it. And it's almost dark, black. The John Deere there, the little guy has like 250 odd hours on it. I think it's had a few oil changes. And it's like just nicely golden brown. So, what does that tell you? I don't know. Fuel. I can't see that fuel right now, so well, let's get her out, fire it up. Of course, you have to do the glow or else she'll probably never start. We'll just back her out, and then it's nice and sunny right now, but as soon as I get to go here, I bet it's going to turn to crap. Okay. Let's back her out. Okay, I found something kinda that they didn't do kinda right when they built it. I might have to change it. I mean, it's not a huge major problem, but they didn't have an actual drawing, I guess, of this, but this grease fitting is kind of hard to get to. I could probably put like a 45 or a 90. And there's one up in here I can't even get to because of the bracket, right? I guess it should have been out in the front here instead. That's okay though, like, you know, it still works regardless. You can see this one, that one up there, when I open it up, it gets even worse. And I don't even think I can, well, maybe if I unhooked it here and then swung it down more, I could probably get it then. Yeah, that would probably work. Crap, I forgot I'm gonna need tools. I don't think I've got the right tools. I don't. Alright, what did I do now to get this off? I think I took... that one, yeah. Of course, that one. I think I can't... well, I remember now, but I think I'm going to take it off in a couple of pieces. So it's not so heavy. leave that together. Washers they got in here, I don't really want to mess with again. Let's leave that one. This one here though, I have to take that out. And this whole thing's gonna let go here. It's really crappy and heavy. Of course. Just like that. Stay in there so I remember where it is. That might not be the exact way that we put them back together. See, because I don't know if you can see, because I'm staring at me here. These there's washers in here. I don't really want to mess with those. Now it's going to be really heavy, so you know what? I think I'm going to mess with those washers. Kind of silly, I know, but. Be really heavy when I have to take the whole thing off here. It's heavy, this thing. I don't know how much it adds to it, but it's a lot. Back it up a hair bit. We're going to shrink in the cylinder so it doesn't get hurt. We're going to turn the machine off. And we're just going to relieve pressure on the cylinder there. And it'll be easier to get the hoses off. And this is exactly why I got these guys to set this up like this for me. So I could remove this thing. Now, I'm going to need another screw or a wrench here. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work because I'm too lazy to go get the right one. It might not. Oh, no, we're good. Understand why this is a double nut thing here. You could just put in actually, you know what, I got one in my pocket. It's funny enough, I think I do. I don't think it's quite the right size, but you could just do one of them, but yeah, maybe not. Maybe one of the other snap clips would be better. But for as of right now, pull this out. Whoa, holy crap, it's heavy. Okay. So that was that part. Well, that was that part. Okay, let's fire it back up. I think I actually might go put a pair of gloves on. Now we can play doctor, right? Feel like a surgeon. What kind? I don't know. and we'll hook him on. Alright, I might not be close enough here. That one, unfortunately, I can't hold up in the air while we're hooking him on. I don't think I'm going to be close enough. Oh, so close. Yeah, so far. We'll go give her a shot here in the piles we got around the side of the house, or the side of the garage here. Alright, I don't know if this is going to work. Now this is only chips, mind you, it's not dirt, but it should work okay on this. But what I want to do is, you know, kind of spread it around a bit, right? Level out a bit more. Get rid of some of the piles of stuff. Maybe try to reach over to this stuff after or something. Maybe I'll put yours back a hair bit more here. Something like that. Get her all in there pretty well. Okay. Let's see if this thing's going to work. Now, we haven't tried her yet. As you guys know, she's all unscratched, so here she goes. Well, I guess that didn't work too bad. Now let's try something with a little more weight maybe here. Some dirt. I'm gonna try maybe digging here somewhere a little bit, see if it'll actually dig. It might, but it's gonna be really heavy on it. Anyways, let's give her a shot. good. It's a bit heavy, but pretty wet, heavy crap I was working with there. So, but anyways, now I gotta try to clean the dirt out of the bucket. Actually quite well. It was a bit heavy for the machine. I kind of figured it sort of would have been. That was pretty darn heavy wet crap though. But anyways, I'm gonna take this bucket off again and put on the one we built. The other one we built. I don't know if you guys are even in the shot here. Let's have a look. Pretty close, I guess. Okay, so this one will take off. Take off. And heavy. It was a little sort of tippy scary on the one side, but didn't really want to dig too well, so that's kind of crappy. But I think there might have been some frost still there, believe it or not. Okay, so this thing's actually pretty heavy itself, so that doesn't help much, but it's also got to be strong, right? And get out of the way without dropping her. That would help. Okay. So, this little guy's pretty light. I'm going to put this one back on because I think I'm going to have to start digging soon for cremation stuff. So. she's got a few scratches on her now, I guess. She's not new now. That's alright. Inside, not quite so bad yet, but cutting edge, yeah, a little bit. And then right here where it curls under, it really curls and it probably squishes, right? But you know what? She worked pretty good for what it is. I mean, that's seemed quite decent, really. Well, I gotta show you this before we go. So that's the shackle that I had in my little drawer there. No pin, of course. Now this other shackle I found when we were in Halls Harbor, Nova Scotia on vacation. And I'm like, sweet, it's coming home with me. Ready? Look at the size of this one. I guess it's off a ship or a boat or something. This thing washed up though, and it weighs probably about 20 odd pounds anyways. Maybe 25 pounds. It's heavy. And this thing washed up on the rocks. I'm like, how the frick does it even do that? I mean, that's ridiculous. But it was all rusty and pitted like, you know, this. And I brought it home, sandblasted it all up, and then gave it a spray of black. But of course, no pin. It's like a huge pin. I mean, the pins for my backhoe, hang on, are 1 3/8 inches. And it's small in there. So that's got to be at least a 2-inch hole. Hang on, do I got tape with me here? Okay. Yeah, I say, wow. That's a big pin. And you know what? I do have some 2-inch stuff, but I think it's buried right now. I got that 2-inch solid steel bar. But that's okay. That's alright. Well, that's a big shackle. I'm sure they come still a lot bigger than that. Like, way a lot bigger than that. That's a small one compared to some of the big ones, you know, like on the big cranes or whatever. Massive, huge stuff, eh? So just sit here thinking, I wonder why they've never come out with, like, the socket plug you're seeing here with more than 2. They have power bars that have, you know, you plug one plug like I've got here into there, and then it comes to 3. So I'm dividing 1 into 3. So it's not like it's a thing running too much crap, which it probably is. But I mean, why wouldn't they ever have developed and made, get the finger out of the way, you know, one of these with 3 or 4 or 5 on it, you know? Because basically you're hooking the 2 wires inside there and it runs both things. So right there you've already split it into 2, from 1 to 2. If you plug a computer in, you know, to that, you're going to plug one plug with the power bar with 6, 8, 12 freaking outlets on it. Why don't they just make those with more outlets? You know, maybe not everybody would want that in their house because it doesn't look right. But for instances like this, instead of hooking up multiple ones of these things and running jumper wires from one to the other, have one that's got like a strip of like 6 in it. That'd be sweet. I don't know. My thought. Well, crap. I went and did a little bit of garbage picking up out of the cans before I went home for the weekend here, and holy crap, I just put my smaller bucket on. This one actually fits inside the dumpster, so I can put it in and crash her down and smush it all together, right? And anyways, I went and put the hooked her underneath, went and latched the things down, and this frickin' one broke right off. It's supposed to be kind of sort of right about there. Just freaking snapped right off. And you know, these ones you got to kind of give it a bit of a not a kick, but a good poof with your foot, right? Because there's quite a snap there. There's a big spring in there that doink springs around, right? So I'm like, oh, for freak's sake. So and that's cast, of course. I don't even know if I can weld cast. I can weld a lot of stuff, but I don't think I can weld cast. I don't know. I know there's a lot to it rather than just hit her with the MIG welder and drive on. There's some, you got to preheat it and warm it up and then weld it and then start cooling it down slowly until it's almost cold again. There's a lot to it. So, well, crap. It's either that or replace it with a new part, which maybe I'll price it out and see, but like I was saying, I don't have the right stuff, I don't think, to weld that. Looked like it had been broken for a little while there too. There's a little bit of a rust line on this side, but the rest of it looked good. Looked good. Well, crap! Holy crap. Now I gotta fix that, because that's a real freaking nightmare trying to get that thing on there, because of course it broke off and the thing didn't actually latch down, so I'm like, oh, what the crap? Now I gotta try to kung fu this thing. Holy crap, sorry. Kung fu this thing to freaking get it latched down, and it was not fun. So yeah. Oh, if not one thing, it's 10, right? But anyways, that's how we like it. So anyways, I'm gonna hit her home, hopefully. Make sure all my doors are locked and stuff. I can't believe that thing broke. Man, it must have been fractured or something for a wee while there, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh man. So anyways, we'll just flip our dumpster Dewey's back over and keep a bit of rain out of her. And off we go. But anyways, better double check this door here. Double check. Good. So yeah, anyways, we'll catch you later. Have a good weekend and stuff, and I'll see you Monday. Hopefully I'm feeling a little more better, but man, oh man, I don't know. Whew. So farm sim Saturday tomorrow. I got just a short one because I'm sick. Trying to record it and sick and talk is just horrible with that going on. So I did only kind of a shorty one, but it's there, it's up for tomorrow. So Sunday's probably going to be truck sim again. I know you guys have been asking about GTA, but honestly GTA has just been stupid again, the online stuff, and there's no way I'm going to put any single player content pardon me, on the channel, because it's pretty freaking brutal. Honestly, it's really bad. But yeah, the multiplayer, I don't know, it's been stupid again. People hacking again, and I don't want to play that if it's like that. It's just been stupid, so whatever. But so anyways, I'm gonna head her home. We'll catch you later. We're just gonna check the chickens before we go home, see how they're doing. I see white meat's out, dark meat's still hiding. Dark meat's the nice one too. She can pet her and stuff, she don't care, but the other one freaks right out. It's kind of funny. So let's see here. What's going on, Chucks? Oh, now you come in. Hi. See, look. Hi, Chuck. Hi. I know you're getting scared. It's okay. Or do that with her. Scared. Alright. There you go. No eggs today for some reason. Someone made me laugh the other day. They're like, oh, that white one's not going to lay eggs. It's a rooster. It's not a rooster. It's not a rooster. Are ya? You're not a rooster. You're about the quarter of the size of a rooster. No, she's a she. She has laid about 3 eggs now, roughly, and the other one's about the same, but for some reason, lots of kids already got them. There's no eggs today. Oh, I don't know. What are you doing? You're coming out. You're just gonna sit there and be chicken. Maybe when it gets nicer out, we can get you out for a little run. That'd be nice, eh? So we moved them from around where they were by the trailer around here. The next day or so, probably tomorrow, whatever, we'll move them again. Nice fresh grass to pick at, and oh yeah, picking. Pick. She's got quite a comb on her head, though. It really flops over a lot. It's funny. Gonna be any more, it'll be covering her eye up. Good stuff, eh? I don't know. That one up there is being shy. But anyways, that's it. We're gonna head her out. Maybe we'll get a chicken harness. Oh, maybe she's gonna come out now. You gonna come out now? Don't be chicken. Come on. Oh, you big chicken. You big chicken. But anyways, catch us later. Have a good weekend.